I always wanted to live tiny, and I had some health issues in 2023 that really had me losing everything. I had fear of possibly could I be homeless, and that scared me. I didn't want to do that. So that was when I made the decision that I was ready to make my dream come true and purchase a tiny house. With the help of a really good friend, it became possible. So I found my tiny house in Newport, Tennessee. It was a Google search. So that's where we picked it up. Sight unseen, I came here and it was a really good deal and it was in my budget. So I did a little bit of research and went ahead and made the purchase. The total cost of my tiny home was $15,700. My tiny home is 128 square feet. It's pretty tiny. I call it teeny tiny because it's smaller than a lot of the mansion tiny homes. People look at my window and have said before, I didn't know you could have a closet in here. Nope, that's her tiny house. I mean, it just has everything I needed. I just needed simple life, and I needed just a roof over my head, and that was my biggest concern. So I was happy with this choice. Hi, I am Christy. This is my tiny house. Welcome to my kitchen. This is how my kitchen was when I got it, basically. It came with the cupboards, the countertop, the sink. It's my only sink. So I have my toothbrush and toothpaste also out here, which is just kind of part of living tiny, I guess. I wish it was bigger, but it works. It does the job. I would actually change the countertop. I don't recommend the butcher block. It looks great, but there's just marking, and I've sealed it and stained it a couple times. But around the sink, there's, can get moldy and stuff. So you just always have to be like wiping it and washing it and making sure that it's dry, which is really hard because you're washing dishes and everything splashes. My kitchen has everything that it needs to prepare a meal. I have a toaster oven, I have a microwave. I also have a 2-burner stove, which is very helpful. I also make lots of blender smoothie drinks, which is really easy to do. Right here, I do it all. I've got the cutting board, and under here, I have a little tray stand that pulls out for a little extra counter space when I'm chopping and making stuff, because the counter is a little bit small. So cooking in this kitchen was a little bit of an adjustment just because it's small. So I've learned to adjust to that and just really do better at like planning and prepping to have more space and just doing one thing at a time. I don't have tons of storage, but I do have a couple drawers that are pantry. And then I've got a silverware drawer and all the things in there. It seems to be working fine. Like I thought it would be really hard, but it's not. You just buy less, you shop a little bit more, and you make it work. My house is magnetic, which is super cool. These are magnetic. This is working really well for storage. I've got glasses and my oils and spices and things. It's a space saver. Then I added more magnetic shelving, and I added the shelves up here to store dishes. My mugs, as you see, I like my mugs. And over here on this side of the kitchen, I have my refrigerator. When I first moved in, it was even smaller. It was like down to here. And that was not good. So this is a little bit better. It's still tiny, and you really have to organize and kind of plan and make sure you're throwing out, which is nice. You're throwing out stuff. You're not keeping stuff in the fridge longer than you need to. It works well because it's just me. So I've adjusted pretty well to that. And then up here I just use it as storage. I'm kind of a crazy oil lady, so that's okay. That's where all my stuff is, and some supplements and stuff like that. And then above that is my TV, which swivels both ways, so hides nicely against the wall. And on this side of the wall, I call this my memory wall. Love pictures. I do a little bit of photography as well, but this is family, friends, people in my life that I love. This is kind of my favorite part because it just makes me happy when I look at it, just all the things that I love. And then next to that, I have a full-size mirror because you've got to see the whole outfit, right? Got to make sure you look good. I am single, by the way. This is my living space. I have table/desk, so I work and eat over here. And then this is my amazing bay window where I have my bed and my couch where I can easily sit and watch my TV. Over here, I have stairs/shelves and my closet that we built in and attached the shelving to the wall. So everything is good if I ever decide to travel with it. I work from home a couple days a week, and this is where I do all the things, make the magic happen. This is also where I eat after I'm in the kitchen, making my delicious meals. I have this lovely air conditioner window unit. It keeps me nice and cool. Something about my house is that it's not insulated. And so it's a little bit of a challenge because I'm in the sun. This whole side of my house is just in the sun. It's a bit of a challenge. So I use this and it helps. But the downside of it is that when I'm sitting here, I freeze because it's right here in my face. So that's kind of a struggle. And also if you see like how bright it is here with the light, it's another issue that I have. So it's like cold and it's really bright. And so when I'm trying to work, that's a bit of a challenge in this area. So this is my cozy space, my second level of my house. I've got 3 levels, so that's cool. This is where I chill, watch TV, and it's also where I sleep. In my bay window, they call me a cat because I sleep in the window. So the bay window, I paid a little extra for because I didn't want it to feel like it was a closet. The window was really small that it was going to come with, and I didn't like that at all. So this brings in extra light, and it created a great spot for my bed. Honestly, I don't know how I would have done it without the bay window to be like just a perfect spot. I love just sitting here and looking out the window, and I can see a little bit of the lake, so it's a cool spot for me. So this is a twin size bed, which was kind of an adjustment going from a queen to twin, even though it's just me, I like more space, but it was an adjustment. I love it though, it's great. Then down below I have storage space. I store my clothes, some towels, some bedding stuff. I chose for now to have the bed down here because the loft, while it has stairs for daytime access as more of a storage space, the stairs aren't safe enough to be up in the middle of the night if I have to use the restroom or something like that. So it just felt like a safer option. So I love plants. I've got probably like 10 plants in here. They're thriving, so it's great. I don't know, I just love them. And I've got some art from my niece and some travel from Nashville. And then over on the side, I've got more family and friends and pictures and stuff like that. Just things that make me feel closer to home. I was trying to play with some soundproof / weather panels. I don't know if it's helping with that, but it keeps it darker when I'm sleeping. So here is my stairs. I got it at IKEA in the kids section, actually. One of my really good friends helped me build this closet, which helps get up there and hang some stuff. Eventually, I would like to get stairs that are a little bit safer. I do have a handle here and a handle up above, but you've got to go a certain way and know you're stepping. So yeah, that is something I would change. I would like to change eventually and have more use of my loft. I like that I have drawers and baskets for all my stuff, and it kind of stays organized. So it helps. And then everything is attached to the wall. So this is also IKEA. It needs a door, but here we are without a door. So I use cool baskets and do some rolling of the clothes, that kind of thing. And it works great. I do have enough storage. It also helps me get rid of stuff. If I buy something, then I try to donate and get rid of stuff. I had to downsize a handful of times. It kind of never ends when you live in a tiny house. The downsizing just keeps going, because if you buy one thing, it's like, I go shopping and I'm like, I didn't know where to put it. What can I get rid of? Because I really want this. It's kind of situational, but for the most part, I do try and get rid of something and kind of swap out stuff. It's like if I don't use something in a long time, I have to get rid of it, even if I like it. My house has 3 stories, and I'm kind of proud of that. 128 square feet, who has 3 stories and that, right? So my loft up above me here is my storage, kind of catch all stuff that I don't use all the time. Winter clothes, summer clothes. As you see, my closet is tiny, so I need to swap out clothes a lot and that kind of stuff. I would eventually like to have a space up there for guests if they ever want to come stay. But then again, that would be like fixing the stairs and all the little projects that I still have to do. So that's how I use my loft currently. How I found this community is I did a Google search, anywhere warm where I could put my house immediately. Called a bunch of places and everything was a 2-year wait, roughly. And this one, because my house is smaller, I could get in right away. So I said, I guess I'm going to Orlando. So we picked up the house in Newport, Tennessee. And so there was no cost of delivery fees and made it a lot more affordable. And then we got it here to Orlando on Lake Fairview. We live on a lake. Who would have thought I would ever live on a lake? When we got here, of course, we didn't have air conditioner, water, anything for a couple of days. And it was December 1st and it was a week of 80 degrees. It was a really kind of stressful, crazy week, but I'm so glad I did it. So the lot rent here costs with everything and electricity. We pay electricity simple or separate, but everything else is included. My total is $645 a month. Living in tiny lifestyle is a lot more affordable and it's giving me financial freedom, which is really nice because when I first got here, I didn't work. Wasn't still working. I hadn't worked for a couple of years. And so I needed somewhere where I could be safe and comfortable and able to save money and live paycheck to paycheck for a while. So it's been really helpful for me, and I'm still working part-time, and it's great. I love the financial freedom of it all. So living tiny has taken some stress out of my life. It's not just financial freedom, it's freedom in general and less stress of like, I need to make a lot of money to live in a crappy apartment somewhere to pay all this rent for nothing. I have my own home and I get to work a little bit less and take care of myself more, which is really important to me. This is my bathroom, my teeny tiny bathroom. It's small, but I make it work. So I have a curtain for my door, another magnetic hook, and it just shuts. And I have a magnetic hook over here to shut it. Then you just roll it back up. My toilet is a flushable, normal toilet. That was my only way I would do it. I didn't want to deal with the composting stuff, so I'm happy with that. In my shower, I have hot running water. I have eucalyptus hanging, so it smells delicious and calming. Yeah, it has everything it needs. I wish it had a little more space. I like my bathroom the way I have it set up because I feel like I used the space really well for what I needed to do. I think I've used actually every space. I have a lot of storage over here that I try to keep. It's all open, so I try to keep it really clean. Everything is on hooks. Some of them are not magnetic, but I hang my purses and my plants. I love hooks, and that's the only way I can do it. I feel like it meets all my needs for the most part. So here in the community, we have a laundromat just a few feet away, and that's really nice. I'm also, with my job, I get to do laundry at work. So I'm a nanny and I do the laundry and I get to do my laundry. So it's cool. So this is my outdoor space. For a while, it was just grass. I had some neighbors kind of pitched together and we spent a day and we built this little platform deck. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. It was hot, but I love it. It's where I spend a lot of my time working, hanging out, having cocktails, socializing, and gardening. I love gardening and playing in the dirt. I find myself digging in dirt a lot, even if it's just picking and pulling weeds. I love outdoor living so much. So having this space and having the deck kind of just made it more real or defined that this is part of my home. I'm out here a lot. I love it. So when it comes to living tiny, people always say they want to do it, but they can't. They have too much stuff. And I just say, yeah, it's just stuff. Do it. Get rid of it. The freedom of like getting rid of everything for me was so just releasing. It just felt so good. It was awesome, an awesome experience. And anyone can do it. If you don't think you can, you're wrong. Can absolutely do it. I really love living tiny. It's everything I thought it would be and more. Having this community as well as with like-minded people, it's amazing. It's everything I thought it would be and I love it. I don't plan on ever going big again. I've been a nanny for 30 plus years and I created my own sleep training program and love helping parents get their child on a schedule and sleeping so everyone else can sleep too. So I have a website called thebaby-whisperer.com. That name was given to me by so many parents, and I love it. It's kind of what I do. So that is one way to get a hold of me. And the other way is you can find me on Instagram or Facebook. My name is Christy Marie on both of those. And I think it's Christy Marie Wellness Coach for Instagram. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I absolutely recommend living tiny. If you think you want to do it, just do it.